So, for those who haven't noticed, I haven't been self-harming in a really long time. I've been pretty good for a really long time. And I have very, very bad history with self-harm and eating disorders. And relapsing, as in being clean for so long and then going back to an old habit, literally feels like a stab in the heart to you and everyone you love. The people you love may say that it hurts them a lot, but it will hurt you so much more because you're watching the people you love feel hurt because you can't control your emotions enough to keep yourself clean. The worst part is you'll say to yourself, why did I do this? Why did I do this? And you'll say to yourself while you're about to put that razor to your skin, and you'll say, I know I'm gonna regret this. I know I'm gonna regret this. But your emotions hold so much more weight than your thoughts. And you end up hurting yourself. And the first thing after the release and the rush is done, after the high is over, you just lie in bed with blood in your hands, crying, wishing that you were stronger. And it sucks even more for someone like me because you guys are my everything. And you guys are my all. I don't know if it's blurry or if my eyes are blurry, but it absolutely 100% kills me knowing that I am hurting you guys when I hurt myself. And it absolutely hurts me so much because how many times a day you guys will come up to me and say, I haven't hurt myself for a year. I haven't hurt myself for longer than I can remember because of your videos, because you helped me, because you were able to stop. Relapsing feels like all those people who told you you were strong. It feels like you're not that way anymore. Relapsing hurts because nobody could be harder on yourself than yourself. But people will be hard on you, and it's hard to tell them and be like, I will feel worse about this than you will. You feel so bad about it that you want to punish yourself, that you want to discipline yourself, and it makes you want to hurt yourself again. Just don't look at me, I'm crying. I look so ugly when I cry. That's what relapsing feels like. It feels like all your hard efforts and all your work is just down the drain and you're back to square one. Relapsing is like watching yourself slowly pull away. It makes me feel more alone. It makes me feel disconnected. It makes me feel unwanted, unloved. Because if I can't treat myself right, who the fuck else can? And more so, this video isn't an apology. It's saying that this is what you have to go through to be 100% clean. We'll take 5 steps forward. And when you're 5 steps forward, you will feel on top of the world. You will feel like nobody can stop you. And sometimes you might accidentally take 1 step back. Sometimes you might accidentally take 2 steps back. But you have to remember that you're still 3-4 steps forward. There is no point in hurting yourself, feeling bad about it, and then hurting yourself again because you feel so bad. There's no point in lying in self-pity, feeling bad about an accident. You don't need to be so harsh on yourself. And I know that might be a little bit contradictory because I'm being very harsh on myself, but it's also because I have the weight of 170,000 subscribers who mostly came to my videos because they watched my suicide attempt, watched me grow over the years, watched me become happy, clean, more stable, and now they have to listen to me be real and be honest and say, I hurt myself. And it sucks because some people might watch this and not know about this type of addiction. And I always say, you get addicted to the chemicals, to the endorphins that are released when you physically hurt yourself. And it sucks because when people say, have you recovered? I say yes. And I don't know if that's true because I feel like the only reason I haven't hurt myself or self-harmed is because there hasn't been a specific instance or situation or event that drove me to become so upset, so depressed, so sad, that led to me hurting myself. And that's why I feel like I haven't been cured, because it's just that I've had the longest time of not having a really crazy event which would lead to me hurting myself. I rarely see old people with scars on themselves. And it's weird because when I met the people who self-harmed with me, even some of the comments on my channel, they'll say, once you self-harm, you're always going to self-harm. Whether it's once every 2 years, or once every 3 years, or once every 6 months. You know what it's like, and you know how it feels. And I feel like that might be a little bit true. And it sucks because the only reason I wanted to make these videos was because I wanted to be the proof that recovery is real. You can get over self-harm, and that it's not something that's gonna stick with you your whole life. When I fell down and I ended up relapsing, all I was thinking about was, I'm gonna be one of those people who say that recovery isn't possible when I know it can be. And I want it to be so bad. I want recovery to be possible. And I want to show the world, I want to show everyone on YouTube that recovery is possible. And that's why I'm sitting here in front of the camera crying, showing you guys how horrible it feels to relapse, so that you guys can learn something from my mistakes and not have to make the same ones that I did. And like I said with old people, I don't really see scars on them. And it makes me wonder, did the people who used to self-harm or self-harm, did they end up killing themselves? Or did all those scars just heal over time? I've only seen a couple old people with scars on them, and I feel like those people are the fighters. I've already got scars covering my whole body, and I know when I'm old and my grandkids say, "What are all those marks on your arm or on your leg or your ankles?" I'll be able to teach them a lesson. So to everyone who's going through recovery, good job. Really, honestly, good job. I am so proud of you. I'm so proud of anyone who's taking the steps to go through recovery, even if the first step is realizing that it is a problem. Because it took me so long to realize that physically hurting yourself is a problem. So congratulations to everyone who is going through recovery. I will answer comments below. I'm going to sit here and say, if my videos are up at weird times, if I'm out of place, it's because right now I'm taking the time to love myself again, to forgive myself. And I think forgiving myself is more important, because there's no point in dwelling and hating myself for something I did. And instead, I'm gonna remind myself that I am a lovely person and that I have every right to be on this earth despite all the things that are conspiring against me. I'm going to fight and say that I deserve to be here. And there's no one, no situation, no heartbreak, no fight, no loss that's going to make me believe that I don't deserve to be here. And I want you guys to know that as well. That you deserve to be here. And there's nothing that should tell you otherwise. You were put here for a reason. I'm gonna log off now. I'm sorry if the videos might be patchy recently. I'm sorry anyone here who feels betrayed or let down because of what I did. I really truly am sorry. And I know because many people look up to me as a role model, and I could easily go through life without putting this video up. But if I know that it could help one person going through the same thing, then I know I've done my job. I